All right, you guys, so in today's video I just want to talk a little bit about how to get 120 frames out of God of War Ragnarok. Now, when I tested this game the other day, I did it in PlayStation's recommended settings. And if you go there, if you go to the settings, they recommend that you play in PS5 Pro Enhanced and of course with their own proprietary anti-aliasing. And if you do that, I did mention in the video that I put up previously that it felt like the game was running a little above 60 FPS. And in fact, it really is. It's running at about 80, 70, 80, 90 frames depending on the particular scene. However, there's a way to go above 70, 80, and 90 frames. And the way to do that is to go into the settings, go into graphics, of course, and then you want to bump this over to temporal anti-aliasing, okay? Back out, and boom, now you have a jump, right? Now we're not in the 70s anymore. We're in the 80s at the very least, the high 90s, and we are clearing 100 frames right here in this particular setting. But believe it or not, you can go beyond that, okay? You can, let me mute the game really quickly. You can go beyond that, okay? What you need to do here is you need to go back into the settings, go back into graphics and camera, change, leave temporal anti-aliasing on, but you want to change this over here to favor performance, you guys. This is huge. Watch the change. Let me bring the counter back up. You can see the frame counter down at the bottom of the screen, the FPS counter. Now I'm going to back out of the game, and boom, we are running at a solid, steady 120 frames. You can see that there are some dips here in this particular scene with the wolves and the fire, but it's about a 5 to 7 frame drop here. If you go back around, now we're back at 120 frames, right? So there's a few dips here and there, depending on the scene. But let's go back up here, and we are maintaining a solid 120 frames. So if you're a performance snob and a frame rate snob, much like I am, this is definitely the mode that you want to play in. And on top of that, you are not sacrificing hardly any quality. Like, I can't hardly tell that there's been much of a quality change at all. And the way I like to judge that is I like to come over here by the wolves, get really close to the wolves with Kratos's fur cape / coat. It's more of a cape. It's a fur cape. Let's call it a fur cape. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back into the settings. I'm going to change this back over to the highest setting, which is quality, okay? And if I go back out, the change, it's minimal. I mean, you can slightly notice it, but it is not significant. It is minimal. So, without question, the best way to play this game is going to be for you to favor performance. Let me just get the camera to focus again here. What you want to do is favor performance, okay? And now you want to play this game like this. I mean, this is butter, you guys. Look how smooth the panning around is. I mean, this is fantastic. No stuttering. I mean, this is just great. So, in any case, we're going to wrap it up. We're going to keep it nice and short. If you want to play God of War at 120 frames, you guys, this is how to do it. All right, that's all we got for you. We'll check you out in the next one. Peace.